As a quick overview of Amazon business model, the core part of the business is really an e-commerce platform. It's an e-commerce platform driven by a flywheel where we have users and customers that go to the platform, bring traffic and purchase things, and actually sellers that actually have a wide variety of services on the same platform. It's very important to understand that because again, Amazon as a company is identified as an e-commerce platform that provides a wide variety of products at a low price and really with a great customer experience, which is defined by the fast delivery and inventory of items that the company has. Over the years, this part of the business, which in 2019 actually made over $140 billion, was built and was developed more and more toward the platform business model. Why is it a platform? Because as of 2018, most of the revenues on the online stores was actually coming from third-party sellers. So those, for instance, physical stores that would actually have a website on top of Amazon and would sell their services, actually their products on top of Amazon. And only 42% actually was primarily made of Amazon branded products. So we can say the transition was definitely completed in 2018 for sure. But at the same time, things can evolve, and so it might be that in the future we will see more and more Amazon branded products. What matters now is really to understand that the core business is made of an e-commerce platform, which is a B2C business where we have users and customers coming to the platform and attracting more sellers, and really everything is speeding up when there is a great customer experience. And on this B2C platform, we have really branding, marketing, and engineering as core parts of the organizational structure of the company. So where you have a consumer business like Amazon, in this case, you have to invest a lot on branding and marketing to make sure that those people keep coming back to the platform. And at the same time, you want to have a very strong engineering because you want to make sure that the platform is stable in first place and able to offer more and more features also over the years. Now, it's very interesting to notice how on the core side, you have the third-party sellers that when they're selling a product on Amazon, actually they're splitting revenue. So a commission goes to Amazon as a platform and the rest goes to the third-party seller. In case though, the third-party seller actually wants to have other services from Amazon, like the inventory management, the reporting of the sales and other reporting available on the platform and the delivery, so the so-called fulfilled by Amazon, of course, in this case, the revenue generation is going to change a bit because there is going to be a revenue split between Amazon and the third-party seller. So not only Amazon is going to get a commission, but there's going to be more to be taken from the sale. So from here, the third-party seller is going to make less in terms of revenues from the sale, but most of the things will be taken care by Amazon. And as you can appreciate, in 2019, this was a 53 billion euros. $53 billion business in 2019. Now, the interesting part is also that other businesses were built on top of Amazon e-commerce platform, like the advertising part. And to give a bit of context, as of 2019, Amazon is quite big in terms of digital advertising. If you look at the digital advertising cake where we have Google, Facebook, and YouTube as some of the largest players, then Amazon is really one of the largest that we have on the market and is growing very, very quickly. So you need to understand that as a company is very diversified right now, and thanks to its core business, which is the e-commerce platform, actually managed to expand on other areas like advertising. Then if we look at the Amazon Prime, the interesting side is that it has been developed over the years as a way for Amazon to lock in the repeat customer, because a platform without a repeat customer is not as valuable. And so in this case, you need to look at Amazon Prime, at least initially, as a way to really further grow the e-commerce platform. And then as this part of the business grew, it became like an entertainment company, and right now is competing also with Netflix and other players in the streaming industry. And this is very important because right now it's a different business model compared to the core. It runs on a subscription revenue basis, and though it's very important because this is an enhancer right now of the core business of Amazon. So Amazon knows that if it sells more Prime subscription, it's going to sell also more stuff on the key platform because people will not pay, for instance, for the delivery. And then over the years, Amazon also expanded with the physical stores which right now is trying to integrate as much as possible the experience between online and offline, so creating this sort of seamless experience between digital and physical. An interesting side of the business is also the Amazon AWS, which over the years has become a very important part of the business, but it's very important to highlight that when it was born, actually it was born as an attempt of the company to host third-party sellers, so other physical stores, to build their website on top of Amazon. So as an attempt to enable a new feature on top of Amazon and make it transition as a platform, because Amazon needed to expand the variety of products available to customers. So as additional value provided to customers, the attempt was made to build a cloud service that would enable Amazon to host more and more sellers and e-commerce on its own platform, digital platform. And over the years, it expanded to become a business unit on its own. And it's very interesting because if you look at the revenues for 2019, most of the more than half of the operating income for Amazon is actually coming from AWS. And this is a different kind of platform because, differently from the e-commerce, the main e-commerce platform is actually an enterprise platform where we have a different flywheel, where we have developers that actually build AI tools for companies, and companies that join because they want to host their digital infrastructure on top of Amazon, but also want to have more and more AI tools. And as this B2B platform, actually it also has a different structure, which leverages of course on branding, but then also sales, because let's remember the kind of customer here is different from the kind of customer in the core business, and so it has to leverage on a different organization structure in order to retain the key customer, but also provide more value. And of course engineering, that in this case it's quite different from the other side, where here it's mostly internal. On the other side, we have a community also of developers which are incentivized to build AI tools on top of Amazon AWS, so that the platform can become overall more interesting to companies. And this is a very quick overview of the Amazon business model, how it is developed and how Amazon built its own business strategy over the years.